facts on the lesson. Live in the hills, but it still get a spread. Started with a live, but it still reinvest it. Fear how I feel, then you feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but the sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I got another watch list for you, and we have Jerome Powell this week. And it's looking kind of bullish. We're going to go over it. There's a lot that a lot of people are expecting. We are going to have a bunch of earnings. Don't forget what happened on Friday. Snapchat wiped out 130 billion of market cap, but we are getting way more companies this week. You're getting Microsoft, Google, Apple, Amazon, and even some energy names. So we have a lot to talk about. We're going to go over Powell, what is expected. You're also going to be getting a lot of economic data, GDP numbers, consumer confidence, but Powell and what he says this week, it is going to be key. And I mean, after the round, I got a theory. We're going to share it, but we got a lot to go over. I got the plays, I got the keys, and then everything else for the rest of the week. So drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you don't know, we are live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open, youtube.com/thestock. I did that one. I did /thestock, but I didn't even finish it. The ADD getting to me. But don't forget, today's Sunday. I need the help. Random account generator's actually been killing it. So Chad, post a random play, strike price, options, expiration, all that below $100. We're going to pick it out in the morning, and God bless you. The gap in Amazons have been hitting. I like what I'm seeing. Let's go. But we got to get into the keys. It is going to be a crazy week. Chadadonia, I hope you are ready for it. This week has a lot. So the first key, you're getting Jerome Powell, and that is going to be on Wednesday. But now, this is where it could be bullish, or at the very least, where Powell may be dovish this time around. And what people are talking about is that he is going to raise 75 basis points. Oh, the horn. That's why I had that. Anyway, but he's going to raise 75 basis points. Everybody is kind of cool with that, believe it or not. Remember, a couple weeks ago, everybody was freaking out about 100 basis points, but now the thing that people are looking for that could be dovish is there's going to be a 1 month delay. So pretty much we have this meeting tomorrow or on Wednesday, but then there's not going to be the Fed up until September. So we're going to skip a month of the Fed, and some people are assuming that Powell might start to signal 50 basis points for September, and that may be bullish. Why? It's not as if Powell's cutting rates or anything like that, but slowing down the pace and them kind of taking a more measured approach, and then we'll see where the data is. Obviously, that will have an effect, but it will be better than this more aggressive Powell that we've been seeing. But pretty much be on the lookout for a dovish reaction. This might let the market go up. It could create a false bull scenario, but if he is able to signal it, no crazy questions, and any other data is good, I think it could be a good one. But we'll see where Fed futures and everybody is at coming into the meeting. So that's the first big key for this week. Another thing on top of that that could affect Powell or Fed futures or the dollar or anything, you are getting consumer confidence on Tuesday. Powell is going to be on Wednesday. So the consumer confidence and expectations, that has been known to affect things over the last couple of months. So just keep your eyes out for that. But that's the first big key, has to do with Powell. Number two now, earnings, baby. And this one is going to be an exciting one. So this will be another big driver on the week. Just don't forget it. Again, Powell's going to happen in the middle, but starting off tomorrow, you're going to be hearing from Whirlpool. This one could be a big one. And I have just a couple of the companies listed. We'll go over the rest as we get later into the week. But the point is, you're about to get double the amount of market cap from last week. And there's a lot of big companies, a lot of different industries, and there is going to be a lot of sympathy. So be on the lookout for that. But Whirlpool tomorrow morning, that's going to start some things off. It might give us an idea there in the real estate and some other things. Microsoft and Google, they're going to be on Tuesday. And then from last earnings, they were already talking about a $400 million impact from the dollar. So watch the dollar and the effect there. But some people are expecting Microsoft will do a little bit better with cloud. And they're even saying, despite Snap and all of that, Google might actually do good. So watch out for that. You're going to get Apple and Amazon on Thursday. I forgot, where's as Meta, I think Meta is going to be coming out Tuesday or Wednesday, but Meta is the one that people are a little bit shaky on, so watch out for that. But Apple and Amazon Thursday, surprisingly, Amazon's expected to do a little bit better, and then Apple, people are worried about some of this slowing down of hiring, and literally Microsoft, Google, Meta, and Apple, even Amazon, the hiring topic is going to be a big one here. But Apple, remember that jobs thing about the layoffs? They haven't confirmed that since that came out last week, so pretty much the earnings might give us any slowdown of guidance or anything like that, but people feel a little bit better about Apple. Again, it seems like the weakest link might be Meta, but then finally, to add things or just to add to a lot of what's going on with the market, you're also going to get oil. So it's one thing about big tech, you're starting off the week with some stuff related to industrials and even consumers, but then you're going to end the week with oil and energy, and well, we'll see where things go. But the point is, you got these big earnings, you got Powell, you're going to get data, and then I think on Thursday or Wednesday, you're also going to be getting GDP data as well too, and there's a bunch of other reports, even real estate and all that, so just keep your eyes out for it. There is going to be a lot, and that's the final key. There is going to be a lot to digest like last week, so get ready for distortion. What I mean by that is that pay attention to the dollar and bonds, but things might start moving ahead or moving not really related to that stuff as they respond to earnings, respond to Powell, or even pricing in. Be on the lookout for bonds to kind of move a little bit ahead of Powell and even a delay after Powell. But the point is, there was a lot of different things last week. We're going to get a lot of digestion. There will be a lot that's going on, but if earnings are good and Powell is good, I will take that as very bullish, at least until we get into the rest of summer and then see where any data drives us. But if that stuff ends up bad, you saw what Snapchat did. The market's sensitive, baby. So let's see what happens. But let us get into the plays. So, right off the bat, I got 4 plays that I'm actually looking at. We made a couple of plays last week. We even hit the Tesla, sold out of the dailies, and that'd be one I'd watch too. If Tesla can continue, again, there's just so many things that could affect a lot of even the earnings from last week. I got one earnings play on there, but just keep all of that in mind. But as far as the first play, Meta, baby. I don't like them for this earnings. I didn't like them on last earnings. They did good for a couple days, then came down, but after the Snapchat, I don't like it. And again, some of the hiring news and everything, but again, a lot of analysts, they're just really, nobody could confidently say what's going to happen with Meta. So that being said, there may even be some upside. Remember, we played the call side. We made those free. Those kind of came back up, but the call premiums are still up and the puts have now started to go up. So this is what I like about it, because last couple days, those Meta puts, they came up. We even grabbed some on Friday, again, responding to the Snapchat. The puts came back, but pretty much the calls from a couple of weeks ago, they are still elevated. So calls and upside is still kind of expensive, but now the puts, they are cheaper than a couple of weeks ago, but they're up like 50, 75%, depending on the time frame from a couple of days ago. But pretty much, I think Meta is the uncertain out of all of the big dogs. We have a play both ways. I may want to even play a couple more just leading into it, maybe get some run-ups, but I think Meta is definitely one you're going to want to keep your eyes on this quarter or this literal week of earnings. So that's the first play. Coming into the second play, it's not Qualcomm, but it's related. I remember we still got the Qualcomm puts. They have not been doing too good, but Micron, I decided to grab some there, and it was simply because the STX earnings, I'm not the only one with this idea. A lot of analysts brought this up. Micron, even off the morning after STX, they got clapped there on Friday. They were able to bounce up, so I grabbed the puts at a cheaper level. I forgot what price I got on them. I grabbed this September 2nd $53 puts, 2 of them for 77 cents. This one actually showed up on the scanner, but now this is where this one gets interesting. Their earnings, I don't believe, occur until the 28th of September, so I'm looking for a pre-earnings run-up. Maybe it could react to some of the other earnings, but they report a little bit later, so keep your eyes on this one, but this one does not cover earnings. Maybe if you could get more time, but this play was moving a little bit on Friday, so I think if you just watch this over the week, you might even be able to get it cheaper than where I got in, so we'll see what happens. But that's the second play, and then play number 3. This is that post earnings. I probably should have put Tesla up there. Again, Tesla, awesome last couple of days. They've been killing it. They even held up good on Friday, even though it was weak, but I like some of these, post-earnings continuations coming into the next week. I like Netflix a lot. If the market gets off to a good start, if any of the earnings aren't bad, if Powell doesn't scare anything, I would watch them to break around 230 and go up to even like 250. So I have that earnings play. It went up. The post-earnings we had went from 60 cents to like $2, then came back to break even. So we're in that play, but I would definitely watch them. However, it could take another week. Pretty much if it doesn't pop off this week, if the environment doesn't allow it, then our plays are going to expire, but I may want to grab another one and see where it goes next week. But that's the third play. And then finally, Whirlpool. Like we said, they report tomorrow. I think this stock could have some bigger implications and just could be a good continuation. It may even be a little bit cheaper there. So I really like them. Going to be keeping my eyes out for them. And then, of course, as far as everything else, just watch any of the earnings. Again, we have a play on Facebook already. I don't have anything on Google. I don't have anything on Amazon. All I have is puts on Apple. So I might want to go for some, but it really depends on the type of movement that we get. But again, there's going to be a lot of those, and just don't forget, there's just way more companies we're going to get this week. It's not just those, so we may see a couple of other plays develop throughout the week. So I hope you're ready, and I hope you're locked in. But that is your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure hydrate healthy, ready to go. Make sure post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. I need the armor on. I need the helmet shining. I need you to remember the good and bad grow at the same time. There's a lot going on, but there's opportunity on both sides. Let them grow up and then separate them. But the opportunity is there. It's earnings. I hope your weekend was relaxing. I'm relaxed, baby. It's game time. We're going to have a lot to deal with, a lot of moving parts, but don't worry. You've already been trained and prepared this year, so you're used to it, baby. It's nothing. I didn't want to start dancing again. Okay, I love you, Chad. Be safe. Drink the water. Get the good sleep. It's the weekend. We made it through, and get ready for another crazy one. I love you, and God bless you.